The Portland Trail Blazers probably had the most disappointing draft lottery of any team. The Blazers have been adamant about continuing to build around Damian Lillard, and they need all the assets they can get to put themselves in the best position to add talent around Dame. Having a top 3 pick could have certainly been a huge trade chip to possibly add a proven all-star. The Blazers are one of the teams in the lottery that I expect to trade their pick. It really doesn't make sense to move forward by adding a 19-year-old to a team where their best player is 31 years old. I believe Portland will be the most active team before the NBA draft, trying to look for the best deal for their aging star. But for right now, this is who I have them picking, if they end up keeping it. With the 7th pick in the draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select A.J. Griffin from Duke University. This guy was a 5-star recruit and had a history of injuries in the last couple of years. And add to the fact that he had a knee sprain before the season even started, we should have expected him to have a slow start to the season, and that's exactly what happened. But eventually he showed what he can do as he got more healthy and got more time and opportunity. Griffin has a nice first step in silent handles, which helps him create separation on drives and allows him to keep the defense honest. Strong dribble moves allow Griffin to create space both beyond the arc and in the mid-range. I would say he's mostly a straight line driver, but Griffin did show at times that he can create opportunities off the dribble. After joining the starting lineup on January 12th, the 18-year-old wing proved to be one of the most efficient scorers in the nation. He shot extremely well on catch and shoot jumpers. Griffin is a physical freak, built like a tank, standing 6'6", 225 pounds with a near 7-foot wingspan. He's physically ready to compete in the NBA right away. Off the ball, he has shown a strong basketball IQ, moving without the ball and finding open spaces on the perimeter or by filling the lane correctly. He also has good defensive instincts on the ball and off the ball. He has the lateral quickness, wingspan, and strength to guard at least 3 positions, and he's still only 18 years old. Griffin is one of, if not the best shooter in the draft class, and his combination of improving offensive game, athletic ability, and defensive potential makes him an obvious choice at number 7. With the 36th pick in the draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Josh Minott from the University of Memphis. Despite seeing a limited role, averaging 14 minutes per game, Minott is an intriguing prospect at the next level. He has great length and athleticism, and he was the second most efficient player on the roster, posting a 23.7 rating. Minott's appeal is in his defense. He has decent footwork and length that gives him a lot of room for error. He plays with a super high motor and takes pride at getting stops defensively. He can stick with smaller guards on the perimeter, and he has some impressive highlights as a help side defender. He hustles back in transition, and he's a frequent chase down blocker. He finished his freshman season averaging around 2 blocks and 2 steals per 40 minutes. That's an impressive combination of numbers. If nothing else, Minott has the potential to be a great player on the defensive end of the court. His motor and athleticism translates to the offensive end as well. He's active on the offensive glass and is a live threat on the roll and out of the dunker spot. He finishes efficiently in transition and won't hesitate to quickly attack on straight line drives to the rim. He also has some potential as a passer. Now, he's not a traditional facilitator, but he did rack up a decent amount of assists in his long season at Memphis. He quickly looks for outlets after securing defensive rebounds, and he shows some nice vision at the NBA Combine scrimmages. Now, he's not a good shooter. Last season at Memphis, Minott shot less than 15% on his 3-point attempts. He didn't take many shots from beyond the arc, which allowed defenses to play off and clog the lane. If Minott is able to at least become a respectable 3-point shooter, he could evolve into a great role player off the bench. With the 57th pick in the draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Yannick Zosa from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Zosa is a very athletic, energetic big man who could project to be an elite rim protector in the NBA. He has played in some of the toughest professional basketball leagues. This past season, he only averaged 10 minutes per game. But prior to this season, he was the guy that many pegged for the first round. That's because he stands at around 6'11" with an impressive 7'6" wingspan, and he also has elite athleticism. His offensive skills are raw, and Zosa probably will never be a guy that hit jump shots on a regular basis. He projects more as a rim runner who will finish in transition and excel at scoring on off-ball motion plays. Zosa knows how to finish when he gets the ball moving downhill, and he plays above the rim on both ends. He already has an advanced feel finding gaps in the defense and knowing when to roll to the rim. He always seems to be moving and making himself available for easy buckets around the rim. The talent is certainly there for the 18-year-old, but he still has a lot of work to do. Zosa feels like a high-risk, high-reward type of player that could make it in the right system and be a steal in this class.